Welcome back to Vegas Live with Ninon. I'm Ninon, your host, and of course we're down here at the Peppermill on the Red's couch. Everything's absolutely wonderful. Our guests today are amazing, but they are amazing every single week, whether they are in the entertainment business or in the movie business. It doesn't matter, they come on this show. And now I have something a little bit different, because we're going to be talking about a charity. We're also going to be talking about Slim and Fat, and something has to do with some restaurants or some house. Sharon Black, how are you, Sharon? And then we got Sid the Kid. And obviously we know this is the saxophone?
That's correct.
I got it right. Very rare.
Oh,
very
yes.
rare.
We say we're bringing back Saxy.
You're bringing back the Saxy. Now, we're talking a little bit about, now your son has SkinnyFATS restaurants.
Yes, and it's plural, SkinnyFATS. Half the menu is healthy and half the menu is happy.
I was going to say half the menu is skinny and half the menu is fat, but it's happy. No,
healthy and happy.
Healthy and happy sounds much better than what I was saying. That's for sure.
Doesn't it?
So, how is this perceived? Because walking into a restaurant where you can have the choice of two things is really cool.
Well, it is great. It used to be when someone wanted to go eat healthy, then the other people said, "Oh no, it's going to taste like cardboard."
Yes.
So, isn't it great that they've got choices for everyone?
I think that's what I like about this sort of this restaurant. Have you been into the restaurant?
Yes, I have.
And so when you go into the restaurant, because you're a bigger guy, where do you go with your food ordering?
I go
Embarrassing
anywhere.
question.
I could eat anything that won't eat me first.
Well, you're safe then. You're absolutely safe. Now, you've opened up 2 or 3 of these restaurants. You've got how many of them?
Well, my son has 7 restaurants now. 6 in
7
Las Vegas.
restaurants. Wow.
1 in Dallas.
And 1 in Dallas, and he's expanding as he goes along, right?
Yes,
Now,
yes.
are these restaurants, are they franchised, or can they just own them outright, or does he own them all?
Well, he has them all. We'll see what happens in the future.
Oh, okay.
So I'll let
I like
you talk
the
to him
idea of
about
owning
it.
them all, though. I think that's a very, very good idea. Excellent idea. Now, let's talk about this this foundation of yours, because we were talking about this. I met this young lady yesterday. We were talking about helping children. Children, I don't know if anybody knows, but I love to get this out there. And this is quote unquote, there are 16,000 homeless children in Nevada, probably mostly in Vegas. You're looking at me totally shocked.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No, I like that, because that means most people don't know there's that many children that are homeless. We're just talking about Vegas. We're not talking about America. We're talking about Vegas. Wow. That's an awful lot, isn't it?
Yes.
When you think about it.
Oh, it's
And the
horrendous.
reason these children are homeless is because of grown-ups. I know we don't like to hear that, and we don't like to believe it, but these children, up until you're 18, they need to be taken care of. So they're not, and that's our fault. Not ours personally, but we can help as well, and that's what you're doing.
Well, Ninon, we were so fortunate because back in December, Sid and I started talking about doing something a little different in the music industry and a little different for business. And our other partner, Cesar Martos, knows somebody at the Rio who remodeled a restaurant. And one thing came to another, and we created this fabulous event that we're doing called Sax Under the Stars. It's a white tie and tails formal event, but it's just beautiful. It's for locals, and it's really for an elite group of locals, a small group, because we're going to be having, but we said if we're going to do this wonderful dinner dance with the sax and the big band sound, if we're going to do this
could have a big
wonderful
band. You could have a big band,
big
yeah.
band, yes.
How big will it be?
So this is 8
9
pieces,
pieces.
8, 9. Yeah.
8, that's wonderful, because that is
Yeah.
a big band. This
Yeah.
town doesn't have big bands anymore
Right.
as much, or they don't
Yeah.
have as much.
Exactly.
They used to have quite big bands when we had the Frank Sinatras and all the top big, but now we don't seem to. We have
So-
trios and things like that now.
Exactly, and I think the idea of being able to go and have an actual dinner dance, an elegant, we're calling it a renaissance of romance and elegance at the Rio. And so Sax Under the Stars is an event that we're doing. It'll be monthly beginning in September. And we decided also that if we're going to do something like this, where we're inviting local vocalists, where we have a big band sound and we have our dancers, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
We're also going to pay it forward. and we decided to, this school is Joseph Theriot Elementary.
Great name to remember.
Oh, well,
Theriot.
I practiced it before I came
Yeah,
on.
Theriot.
And
Cocktails, please. Cocktails.
we are now going to be scholarshiping 50 fourth grade students in a cotillion for 5 weeks. And they're in an underserved community. They're great students. It's just an underserved community.
If you understand what she's trying to do, what she's doing is teaching them actually manners, how to eat, how to dress, how to talk to other people, how to be part of society, and I think that's what we're all looking for. Is that what you understand, Sid?
That's what I understand.
Yeah,
yes,
we're
I'm
trying
looking forward to it.
Why do you think we need this for our younger children, when that they don't sort of
Because
even,
they don't always have an example,
no.
a correct example to go by. So this will be great for them.
So I never thought of it that way. You're right. They don't have somebody maybe in their household or their neighborhood, because these are underprivileged children. And so they don't get that opportunity.
Yes.
And even in the schools they go to, because if you're in a school of that immediate area, you need someone to come in and help you so they can go to all these levels.
And we're so excited to be doing that. Sid actually was inspired as a child to play saxophone, but didn't have a saxophone. And
There's a story around that. What's the
There
story?
is.
I want
It's a
to
great
hear this
story.
story.
Okay.
Tell me the
Well,
story.
anyway, I used to like hearing this saxophone player named King Curtis.
Okay.
So I used to take a comb and put paper on and buzz, almost like a kazoo. But I learned the melodies of these songs.
So you had a regular comb, hair comb,
Yes.
and you put a piece of paper on that,
Yeah,
you folded it over it.
Yeah, and when you buzz it, it gives off a
Now
sound.
buzzing it is when you playing through your mouth like you would play
Yeah.
an instrument. And is that how you learned to play?
Well, I didn't actually learn how to play sax like that, but that got me started because I started hearing the sax and I loved the sound. I say, oh wow, I would like to do that.
So
you know?
the most inexpensive way of getting to where you needed to get was having a comb, which cost nothing, and a piece of paper, which cost nothing.
Yeah.
So you actually thought of that idea yourself.
Yes. Yeah.
So then you brought it to somebody, and what happened after that?
Well, no, I didn't really bring it to me. I had an uncle who asked me what I wanted to do when I grew up, and I said, I want to be a sax player. He said, okay, well, these are 3 things you must look out for. He said, don't smoke because you need your lungs. Don't do drugs because that's a pitfall for musicians.
Okay.
And I think that was one other, but I can't remember.
The other one was growing up. Growing up and behaving yourself and treating women
Yeah.
like women.
Oh, respect.
I'll make the third one.
But that was the motivation for me.
The motivation.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
you got motivation out of your family and from your home, which is your uncle and your
Yeah.
father and everybody else. And so when did you start playing the saxophone? When did you start? When were you able to learn that?
Well, I was 14 and I was in a gym class, and the band director said, is there anybody in here like to be in the band? My friend goes, come on. And I said, but we don't know how you play anything. So we raised our hand, and she
You
said,
raised your hand anyway.
and she brought us in the room. She said, okay, what instrument you want to play? I said, I want to play the drums. Too many drummers. I want to play the trumpet. We got too many trumpets. So I said, you can play the sax. And they gave me the sax.
And they gave you the saxophone.
Yeah.
And that was your greatest gift. It's
Yeah.
the greatest gift that Sid could ever receive. Now, you've been playing ever since the saxophone. Who have you played for? Anybody that we kind of know?
Gladys Knight.
Oh, we don't know Gladys Knight, right?
You don't know.
Hello?
And I did a tour with B.B. King, but I was playing with a guy named Bobby Blue Bland, Karen Carpenter.
Okay.
Well, actually, it was her brother. We was doing a tribute to her. She had passed.
Yes.
Yeah. So just a few people, and a lot of old school R&B people. I'm not sure you would know, like Rufus Thomas and Carla Thomas. They had that dance called "Walking the Dog." You ever
Oh, I
heard that
know.
song?
Yeah, I remember that one. I don't know if I remember it, but I remember that walking the dog. You remember that, the dog walk, the dog walk dance or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I played to him, and
Yeah.
a lot of older groups like the Ink Spots,
Oh, the Ink Spots. We know the Ink
the
Spots.
Coasters, and things like that.
Obviously, Sid thinks I'm much younger than what which is great. I love you, Sid. He's really cool. So you played for a lot of big people then?
Yeah, not a whole lot, but
No,
some.
but some
yeah,
of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're very kind of shy about that. You should really push it out there, absolutely.
Yeah.
So when we have this, back to this what we're going to be doing.
Yes.
So I believe it's $100 a person to come in.
$100 a person. It's going to be an elegant, really elegant, lovely, lovely event. And we're so fortunate. The music is going to be fabulous, of course, with the big band sound, but the important thing is we've all decided, wouldn't it be nice if we're sitting at a table dressed to the nines? Well, the gentleman will be dressed to the tens, but, yes, there are superpowers. Superpowers. All the men who put on top hats and canes, they said something happens when they put on a top hat and a cane. It's superpowers.
When you hold this cane, I think you feel like you're in command of the world.
Yeah,
Oh, see, look,
you noticed it too.
You're in command of the world, and you think that now I'm standing there and I can rule everything. Well, they do it anyway, regardless of this or not. So the women have decided to now, all women out there can now carry around one of these and have superpower. So I think what we need to do, I think we need to make a bunch of these. Superpower, and show it to all the women. So when you see a woman walking around with this, all you men out there, be careful.
Invite her to Sax Under the Stars for one.
Sax Under the
Sax
Stars.
Under the Stars.
Well, the women can have this as well.
Well, yes, but that might be dangerous with their gowns on. So we're going to have a
Nothing
lovely time.
Nothing is dangerous for a woman on that.
Can you imagine, though, Sid going into this school and inspiring these young kids?
I think it would be a great, especially with his story and how you started, because it's not always money you need to get where you need to get.
That's right.
It's what you can create within your body and within your mind and move forward with it, but don't be shy of it, because everybody has the opportunity. I truly believe that. Everyone has the opportunity. It's yourself stops you from going forward, I think. How can they reach you to get involved in this?
Well, saxunderthestars.com.
And
we have a Facebook page,
S-A-X.
S-A-X, saxunderthestars.com, and we love to have people look at it. We filmed a wonderful promo, so you can see what these guys look like in their tailcoats, and it's lovely. So, and we're very, very proud to the Cotillion for Success. This is the leadership that we give to fourth graders today can make a difference in our community long after we're gone.
I love it. Absolutely amazing. On that, we're going to close out. Sid, can you start to play a little something? I love it. I love it. Awesome, amazing. Thank you, Sid, so much.
Thank you.
We'll be right back with our next guest.
It's sexy.